Good evening, folks. It's Wednesday evening. It's actually 5:30. I tried to wait about 5:15 to 5:30 to do this, but I just came in from the shop. I've been in the shop all day. Let me show you some bait colors. Hopefully it'll be coming on hopefully sometime by the end of next week. It's up. Could be up to my son. He does that. He holds a job. He works, so he does it on his spare time, and in the evenings. But he said it takes him a little while, and when he sit down and does it, he just got to do it all at one time, guys. So he's got to have, he can't say, well, I got half an hour to work on it. He's got to have a period of time that he has to take to do it to get it done. Because once he starts working on the page and puts it on there, it's there. It's no holding it. There's nowhere to save it. That type of thing. When he loads a video, when he loads baits. Anyway, let me show you the new colors. 5 new colors coming. I've been telling you all about them. Here's what I've been making today. I'm going to hold this piece of paper because it makes them show up better. Okay? This is what I've been working on today. This is the Grenada bug. Alright, now, it's got a pearl tail. The tail's pearl. Y'all can see that. There you go. Alright. It's darker than creamy. I'll show you creamy. It's got a pearl belly. You see the back? Alright. And you notice it's got flake in the back. It's got black and silver flake in the back. 015. Alright. It's being tested right now on Grenada. I done got some pictures back. It's being tested this week. And I already got some pictures back. And we'll share those pictures on Facebook next week. I sent Sid some of them, and he's there all this week fishing them. And he said it's working great. All right? Now, this is the other one that's working on Grenada. That's why I'm calling it Grenada bug, because it's working so good on Grenada. This is creamy. See, creamy doesn't have any flake in the back of it. It's clear, okay? It's a little bit lighter creamy. It's a little bit lighter. We made the Grenada bug a touch darker, and it doesn't have a pearl tail. The tail is going to be whatever. When you shoot a dual color, guys, 2 colors, and it goes back in this tail, it could be a little bit on the top, could be some of the color, and the bottom could be some of the bottom color. Sometimes the top color takes all the tail. I have no control with that. So when you buy a base like in Blue Moon, sometimes the tail's really blue. Sometimes it's got some pearl mixed in it. That's shooting baits. Let's say it this way. I'm a small time bait maker. I'm shooting a mold that makes 24 at a time. Anything can happen. Again, I said this before. If you go on YouTube, there's videos on there of this company. I think it's in Alabama or South Carolina, and they're making the Bobby Garlands, and they're making Strike King, and they're making a bunch of companies' baits right there. And they got a big machine. That machine is about the size of a 52-inch TV, and it makes 200 or 300 at a time, maybe 400, 500 at a time, depending what size the baits are. Lake Fork has one too on their Lake Fork bait business has one. I've shown it. And they just push a button. It's on a 55-gallon drum. The machine does it all, guys. It shoots it. The machine opens up, they pull them out, hit the button, it shuts, does it again. But like every 5 or 6 minutes, they open the machine. So yeah, that's how they're made. That's how they're all exactly the same. They're machine made. I'm not a machine, so I can't do that. Now another color. Mine's going to vary some, and it's going to vary in color a little bit because I'm mixing. Like this Grenada bug day, I made 4 cups. I used 4 cups and took off. So 1 drop in 4 cups can make a touch different on some colors. Blacks and blues and stuff, 1 drop means a lot. So, and I intentionally made the Grenada bug darker. Sid and I talked on the phone after he fished creamy. He said, creamy's great, it's working great. He said, I wonder how it'd be if we had one a little darker. I said, Sid, I'm already with you. And he said, and I'm going to put a tail on it too. And I had tail colors wrote down on the pad when I was talking to him. He said, what color are you thinking about? I said, pearl. He said, that's exactly what I was thinking. I said, yep, the pearl will be perfect on it. Because if y'all ever seen Grenada, go on Facebook, look up Grenada Guide Service. And it'll show people holding these 2.5 and 3 pound crappie. Look at the watercolor. They've been showing up on my Facebook, the feed has been showing up from Grenada. The water's dirty. Now, I'm going to add something to this. Sam, Wildlife Adventures, was supposed to load a video, I think today. He's probably loaded this evening. Him and I fished together last Tuesday on Curry Lake. and the water visibility was about 10 inches. That was about it. 10 inches, maybe. I don't know if you get 12 out of it or not, guys. It was dirty. And I pulled this grenada bug out, and I caught fish on the grenada bug, and I caught fish on this one. Let me touch the back of my camera. I caught fish on this one. This is the new one. Yeah, it changes color. All right? Yeah, you can see through it. Now you can't. It's a purple, and it changes to blue. It's got a chartreuse tail. All right? I caught fish on that one in that dirty water. Said he's caught fish on it in Grenada already. Said it's working good there too. Now I know you can see through it, but it doesn't make any difference, guys. A bait don't need to be a solid color in dirty water. They need to be able to see it, and they can see that. See the blue and stuff, and the blue helps it a lot. Blue is one of the best colors in dirty water. Did y'all know that? For bass fishing anyway. We throw a jig in blue water. We throw black and blue jigs, right? So I'm sure blue is just a color that shows up good to the fish, besides black. All right? So that color's working good for him. I caught fish on that color. Now, I made a video, Port of Catch coming next Sunday, right here. This one's called Panther. Kind of like the Pink Panther, because it's got two pinks. The belly is Pink Lady. It's the Pink Lady color that's in the stingers and in the flukes and stuff. All right. The top is Flamingo. All right. And the top don't look as dark with another color. Guys, when you put two colors together, it changes them, doesn't it? It changes them a lot. That's Panther. That's a new one coming. I've done well on that on Kerr Lake. I made a video for that last week. I went up there last Friday. I think it was last Friday, guys. And I went to a different part of the lake than Sedna I was, and the water was a little bit better. The water there was probably 15-inch visibility, okay? And that Panther color worked fine. It'll work in clear water too, guys. So with this next color. This pink is not knock you down pink, okay? You know, if you get a knock you down pink, it's not going to do anything in clear water most of the time. Now, I'm going to cover myself here. From lake to lakes, colors act different. Okay? Kerr Lake, guys, is only 40 minutes from me. It fishes totally different than my lake. Fish were from 5 foot to 15, 20 foot. They were everywhere. They're not doing that on this lake. I fished yesterday. I made a video yesterday. And I made a video with this, no, I didn't make, I made a video with Nick's column. I'll show you, but I didn't that yesterday. I got to think what I've done, guys. Guys, I'm fishing 3-4 days a week. I got to think about it sometimes. I used mealtime color yesterday. Yep. And I found if everybody's going, all my local friends are saying, crappie or shallow now. Talked to a guy today. I had a guy here at my house today doing some work. And he said, hey, he said, the crappie or shallow. I looked around shallow. I checked a bunch of underwater trees. I found a few on an underwater tree that was in like 15 foot of water. And it came up to about 8 foot from surface. There was 8 or 10 in it. They run from me. They would not pay attention to the bait. They move out of the way of it. So when crappie first move shallow sometime, and they're just starting to try to move shallow here, water's 59 degrees, they can be very spooky, guys. And we still have birds around here, water birds, that are eating at them. That makes them a little spooky too. I went back to 15, 18 foot of water, yeah, to where it dropped down to about 25 on a little ledge, and I found crappie, and that's why I made the video yesterday. This color, so that we still have fish that are deep. That's what I'm saying. And there are some are trying to go shallow, but not many yet. Water's probably going to get to about 62, 64, and stabilize. Supposed to be 42 tonight. We start getting a little bit warmer nights. They'll go ahead and move shallow. It's a little early. We're about 2 weeks from spawn here, I'm going to guess. Now, oops, I'm sorry. All right, guys, this is Pink Lady Belly. Can you see the pink? The top is neon blue. Yeah, you can see through that too, can't you? All right? So you can see through it. Now, this is going to be a great clear water color. All right? Because like you can see the hook in it, guys. All right? But it's pink belly. You can see the pink when I took that paper back. Can't you see that? It's pink belly, neon blue. Now, my son's a graphic designer. He studied art and colors and stuff to be a graphic designer, you know, because they work with colors, right? Designing posters, whatever you're doing. He does car commercials. He works for an advertising agency. So whatever anybody comes in there with, they take care of it. They do radio commercials, TV commercials, whatever they need. So you got to work with colors. He says that the fluorescent and the neon colors reflect light different than a regular color. That's the difference. So this blue is going to look a little different than the blue boy color. All right, it's about the same. Maybe a little darker. Nah, it's about the same as blue boy as far as the darkness of it. But when you lay it beside a blue boy, it's not the same kind of blue. It's a little different blue. But the main thing is it's a neon blue, so it's going to reflect light different. I didn't want to use regular blue, and I'm trying to make it a little bit different. That's where the difference comes at. It's neon blue. It's like Blue Moon. Blue Moon is blue, but I put green highlight in it. If you take that Blue Moon color, and when Sam and I was fishing up the Kerr Lake Tuesday, these two guys stopped and said, "Hey, Sam, wildlife adventures." Sam said, "You see who I got with me?" They said, "Yeah, I know who that guy is." He said, "I love the Blue Moon color." The Blue Moon color, I put green highlight in it. Highlight makes the outside of the color shine. If I put blue highlight in this, the outside would have a blue tint too. If I put green in, you see a little green tint. If you watch that Blue Moon, if you turn it in your hand, you'll see that little green tint. All right, guys, that's your new colors coming. Anytime now, I'm gonna be my son. He might get it done Friday. I don't know, but don't expect that. I haven't talked to him about that. I did talk to him last night about it. He said he'll get it as soon as he gets asked time. Okay. All right, let's get rolling here. Let's get a number. You ready? 305. Oh, it was 391 last week. I'm writing on the same pad here. All right, folks. Hot Tails, LC Shad, Willy. Good color, guys. Some of y'all commented if you bought the color, you like it. It's a good color. I've done well with it. All right, it's been a good one. Let's go down through here. 360. He's way over. The number is 305. I got it wrote down. I had to look. That's why I write it down, guys. My memory's getting short. Way over. 200. I think he'll get knocked out. 270. I'm gonna write that one down. All right, Mr. Fry, write that down. Come on. 245. Which is it? No. Oh, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you won last week. You know what this little comment right here says? I need your address. 3 days ago. There's my email. I do not have your address. If you have bought from me, guys, I don't know if I said this earlier or not. If you bought from me, I've got your address. I'll have to go back and look. It's just easy for me if you go ahead and send it to me. I can go to my email and get it to you. But if you want your package, I need your address. I do not know where to send it. You're not at my customer list. I looked twice. Cynthia, the fish are scattered right now, girl. If you're coming down here, I caught them yesterday in 15 to 20 foot. So I've seen some shallow, but man, they were spooky. They were like 5 foot from the surface in a treetop that was probably 8 to 10, 12 foot. But when I pitched it over, they would move. They would move and swim off, and they'd come back. I went back and I pitched at them again, tried to pitch past them, bring it up to them. As soon as I seen the bait, they moved. Yeah, guys, sometimes you learn a lot with live scope. Sometimes they don't want nothing to do with your baits. All right, 280. We better 280. He's right there at it, David. I'm gonna write you down. 280. Okay. So now David's leading. 60, 25. Whoa, 301. Randy. 301. Now, the number is 305, right? Yep. It's going to take a 302, 303, 304, or a 305. There's only 4 numbers that can win now, guys. That makes it easier. 145. Making it easy. Going there. 3 over. 347. I need a 330. He's over. 351. All right, there you go. Randy won. All right, guys, and I'll remind you that I fished with Sam last Tuesday. He said he was going to load. I talked to him last night. He texted me last night. He said he was going to load his today or tomorrow. I think he said today. I'm going to load mine Friday. Our videos are different. He uses a pole and a chesty, and he mixes it up some. I am going to do that some. Actually, I'm going to do it the next pour to catch. I put one of the cameras in a different angle. And I done that some last summer on the boat, and I'm gonna do some this year too. Right now I'm waiting for batteries to come in. I had to order some batteries for my 7. I'm down to 2. One of them, the little pull thing that you pull them in out the camera with, broke off. Yeah, it does them in. And they're $20 a piece, guys. But they're hard to find. And I finally bought some off-brand. We'll see what happens. GoPro didn't have any. So they was out of stock. I'm sorry, guys. I said that word about the batteries, and I got my camera on voice control, and I forgot about it, and I cut it off. I had it on voice control, this camera, because I was using it in the bait shop. But anyway, so the videos will be different, and I used these new colors in that video, and he was using some hair jig stuff that I tied it up for him. He said, tie me some hair jigs with gray with white tails. That's what's been working for me. So I tied up some, and he caught fish on those. We had a big time. We caught a bunch. We probably had 12 to 15 that was 1.25 pounds to 1.75 pounds. So yeah, and you'll see some of them. I think he's gonna put them in his stomach. He took a picture of them. We held them up at the end. So there you go. But mine's gonna be different. I'm gonna show you a couple of his fish, and at the beginning there, I didn't edit to put it together. At the end, I'm gonna show you a couple of the fish, kind of give you an idea what's going on. You can see how we're fishing, see how he's fishing. He's fishing a little different than I am. I'm doing more casting than anything, and then. After that, you're just going to see what I'm seeing on my chesty. I like the chesty, guys, because I feel like you're facing the same way I am. You're seeing exactly what I'm seeing all the time. So you kind of like you're standing there behind me all the time. All right? So check that out. I'll load mine Friday. Today's was limeade. I made that at Kerr Lake, too, in a different area, a different part of the lake. Kerr Lake is 40,000 acres, guys, of water. So, yeah, I was a long ways from where him and I fished that Tuesday. By vehicle, probably 20-25 minute drive difference. Okay, it was on a totally different creek. So I go up there every once in a while. Go try to get back up there this week. I might make it back up for Friday. Right now the fishing is better up there. It's been better up there for the last couple of weeks. I just got to have time to drive up there. It's about 40 minutes for me. Appreciate y'all guys. See you next time. Fishing Lake Country.